Hey guys, I am laying down and trying to relax. I did not vlog yesterday, so today is Monday. I just wanted to do a recap of what my weekend was like and why my vlogs kind of sucked, and I did not record the wedding or anything. It was the worst weekend ever. I gotta get Oliver! I told everybody, I'm just going to vlog on the weekends. There's nothing like looking in the mirror and seeing your fat self. Boost my confidence right up. Alright, so, you know, we go to the cookout and everything, and my stepmom and her husband, they rented out at least a dozen hotel rooms and a conference room and everything, and so they spent thousands of dollars. And when I get to the hotel to check in, first of all, I'm noticing beer cans all outside the Ramada Inn. And then I get into there, and I'm traveling by myself. Okay, after the flood, if you guys watched the vlog, you will see that our basement got flooded. It was at least a foot in some places. So, I take the babies because that way they're out of the way of Chris so he can clean up and everything. And so I go and I check in at the hotel. I have a pack and play. I have bags. You know, if you're a mom of babies or children, you know it's not just one little duffel bag and you can get in and out. It's just not how it works, especially when you're traveling with babies. So I had a lot. So when I went to check in, I asked if I could have a late checkout. And they said, yeah, sure. You can, you know, they gave me till noon. And so the guys were really nice on second shift. So the next morning, it was just a bad day yesterday. It was so bad. Oliver and the baby woke up way too early, so they're whining and crying, and I was seriously going nuts. I'm like, oh my God, I wish Chris was here. I finally get them to sleep. It was about 10:15, 10:30. It was probably about 10:20. We'll say about 10:20. They finally get to sleep. I'm like, all right, good. I can start at least packing up and everything. So I start packing up. I go into the hallway because I forgot why I went in the hallway. I start walking down the hall, and I hear a voice call after me. And it was the maid. I said, yeah. And she's like, and she's very rude. She's like, ma'am, are you staying another night? I said, no. They said I could have a late checkout. And she, I kid you not, growled at me. She goes, ugh. I'm like, what? She's like, there are no late checkouts. I'm like, I'm sorry? And they said I could have one. I am traveling alone with babies. And so I proceeded to go one way. She goes the other way and starts talking crap about me to the other maids. I'm like, wow. So I go down to the front desk because surely they'll help me. So I go to the front desk, and all I get out is, yeah, I was supposed to have a late checkout, and the woman got rude instantly. She goes, no, there are no late checkouts. And by the way, in the room it says if you need a late checkout, call the front desk and let them know. Just saying, it's on their papers. So I'm like, but I was told I could have a late checkout. And she's like, there are no late checkouts. I'm like, your maid just growled at me and got rude with me. She's like, well, there's no checkouts. There's no late checkouts. I'm like, so you're justifying this. It's okay for the maid to yell at the customer. Okay. I said, but I was told that I could have a late checkout. There are no late checkouts, ma'am. There are no late checkouts. I'm like, what am I supposed to do with my babies? I just got them to sleep. I was told I could have a late checkout. She's like, well, there's no record of you asking for a late checkout last night. First of all, she didn't even look. She just assumed. I'm like, and I said, so you're saying I'm a liar. You're saying I'm lying. I'm not lying. They said that. She's like, well, ma'am, there's no late checkouts. I'm like, what am I supposed to do with my babies? Just give me your 800 number. And she's like, ma'am. I'm like, no, give me your 800 number. Ma'am, no, give me your 800 number. I don't want to hear it. Just give me your 800 number. She refused to give me the 800 number. And she said, ma'am, if you would stop interrupting, I'll tell you what you can do with your kids. I'm like, all right. So I stopped talking, and she's like, you can be like every other parent, wake up your babies and leave. And she was very rude about it. I was appalled. I'm like, wow, like every other parent, they request a late checkout, and they're gonna wake up their babies before they're even allowed. Wow. I was shocked. I was floored. I was so upset. I'm like, give me your 800 number. Give me your 800 number. She refused to give me the 800 number. There was another maid there. a different maid. And she's like, ma'am, what room are you in? I said, I'm in room 284. And she's like, you know what, ma'am? You can stay until noon. She was the only compassionate one. And she, oh my gosh, she's just like, you can stay another, till noon. We have another guest in your hall and on your floor that is also having a noon checkout. Wait, what? What? This woman's telling me I'm not allowed to have a late checkout when someone else is having a late checkout? It's Sunday, for crying out loud. I know you're not going to be packed, for sure. One, it's a horrible, horrible hotel. Two, it's in the middle of nowhere. Three, it's Sunday. It's never packed. There's no events going on or anything. The problem is the maid wanted to get out early. That was the problem. I guarantee you. I used to be a maid, and you get paid by the hour. I don't know. I was so frustrated. I just was so upset. I felt so unwelcome. So I get to my room about 10:45, and the babies are sleeping. Annabelle's in there. I go and I pack up the car, and then I wake up each baby, and I put Annabelle and the baby in the car. I got the pack and play and Oliver and put them in the car. So they got only a few minutes of sleep. They didn't even get that much of a nap. They got probably about 20-minute nap. So waking them up from their nap, that was disastrous. So, they're grumpy the rest of the day. And I go to the front desk. I give them the keys. I slam them on the counter. I'm just like, there. I'm checking out. And she's like, excuse me, ma'am. Is there any reason why you did that? Yes, because you're rude. I said, you guys are rude, and I'm calling your 800 number. She proceeded to grab her pen and act like she wanted to stab me. I'm like, wow. So I've left a review on Yelp, which went on Facebook and Twitter. When we went to the pool, there were at least 50 to 100 beer cans all over the place, especially in one spot. Guys drinking while there's kids around. I mean, they were drinking hardcore. It was awful. I could not believe it. I took my kids back upstairs. So I left, and because the kids didn't get a nap, it was just awful. All the little things that could happen from this point, I felt like someone was following me around like bad karma or something, just making every little thing happen that could happen bad. So I don't even know if that made sense. So now we're at the wedding, and Oliver is tired and he's throwing tantrums. I have to take him out of the church during the wedding. I try to stay in the back, come back in the church, stay in the back, just throwing tantrums. So I pretty much missed the wedding. And we get to the reception, which is in the church, and it's just a little lunch thing. Screaming bloody murder constantly. He maybe took a couple bites. Annabelle took a couple bites. I took a couple bites, and I'm like, I gotta go. I apologize. I told him we have to leave. I can't handle the babies like this when they're like this, and I'm by myself. I just can't. And so we ended up leaving, and then just every little thing that could go wrong on my way home, and when I got home last night, everything went wrong. It was bad. It's just the little things. I probably about 10 little things happened after I got home that just, it's little, but after something big happens, it just is like disastrous for you. It's just like the topping of the cake. So I was just like, whatever. Icing on the cake. I was so upset. But I wanted to give you guys this. I see my son is still being a nightmare. So I wanted to give you guys an update on why the vlog yesterday wasn't that great. I haven't been able, just with everything happening with the flood, and I wasn't able to vlog yesterday. It was just a really bad day. So why not give a review? So I'm going to let you guys know the hotel name is Ramada Inn. It's in Angola, Indiana. I recommend that you do not stay there unless you don't mind being treated like crap. They were rude. I've never been treated like that at a hotel. I've had bad service, but never that bad. So I recommend, I won't stay at a Ramada Inn. This was my first time at a Ramada Inn. It's my last time at a Ramada Inn. I've called corporate. I've written a review, and I do plan on writing a letter as well. I've just never been treated so horrible in my life. I've been in customer service, and I would never dare treat someone like this. And to say you can take your kids and leave, like I was being unruly or I was trashing the place, is just so uncalled for. So that was my weekend. It was a really bad weekend. I'm sorry I haven't vlogged. I will be vlogging hopefully today. If not today, I'm probably going to do an unboxing of my camera and phone today, and I'll put it up tomorrow. So yeah, I'm getting a new phone and camera, so there's the upside. Alright guys, I'm not going to ask you to like the video, but if you guys are parents and you've had a similar experience or a really bad experience at a hotel, restaurant, or whatever with your children where they were just rude, leave it down below. I want to know what you guys have gone through. Was there anything horrible like this that has happened to you? Let me know in the comments below. And if you guys haven't subscribed, go subscribe. I put out videos every single day, and follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Periscope. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.